Hello everyone, welcome back to Skyrim AE, the Dwarven Empress playthrough. It's been quite a while since I've said that intro. Just earlier I did a Skyrim build video, but wasn't the same thing, it wasn't the same. It's really nice to be playing Skyrim again. It's been a hot minute. I've been playing a lot of the Doom and a lot of the Valhalla, which I did stop the Doom playthrough because I'd rather record Valhalla, and I think Valhalla is going to be more like a silent playthrough because with that, I don't want to have to voice over anything. And, I mean, I would like to do live recording gameplay, but, with all the other stuff going on, like with my setup and my system itself and not having a computer, I'm not really good at editing, and I don't really have the stuff for it, I suppose. So as of right now, that's how things are going to be until maybe in the future if I ever start being able to afford more stuff, Anyways, continuing on. Today in this video, we're going to be going to get the Guldar Amulet, which I thought about it. This would probably be the best amulet for this character just because I use all three Magicka, Health, and Stamina. It's not the best equipment that you could possibly have, but it certainly is one of the better ones. So yeah, in order to start this quest, funnily enough, I have to go read a book, which it sent me all the way over to the Winterhold College. Don't know why, so I had to go all the way over there. Then it points me into another abandoned ruin, which I just so happen to not have explored, which, by the way, it's a mod that I have on that explores all locations, and I used it for the previous video, which I recorded a while ago, so when I came back on this, I completely forgot about it, and I was like, oh, well, I might want to, change that at some point. Well, too late because the game already loaded me with all this stuff, and I just didn't mind anyways. I mean, it's a fully modded playthrough, so, why not? Why not have some fun with it? It makes it better for recording anyways, so I don't have to take a lot of time to go from place to place. But, anyways, I show up at this place, and I read another book yet again, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I might as well go to inside the place. Like, when you have read another book that leads you to go inside the place or something, I don't really get that, but, oh well, that's besides the point. So I come into this old, dusty ruin, just lots of dust, lots of cobwebs. Don't have to solve a puzzle, but I do come across an old man. He's pretty dirty. He's a dirty old man. He's very decrepit. It's not a draugr or anything or a zombie. It's just, just an old man. I bonked a few more old people in the face. Why not? Why not? They were kind of in the way in the first place, and they were creaking their bones at me, and they were walking around, stumbling and grumbling like, rah, rah, rah. So I just had to hit him in the face. I just had to. Well, I hit a few more in the face after I read another book. Hit it like a good 3-4 more. Killed one completely. Just destroyed him. Solved the puzzle, of course. Why not? There's more puzzles. The Dwarven Empress is too smart for these puzzles, of course, because after I solved the puzzle, I was able to go to the next area, which was basically just down a hole, wasn't anything too exciting. I go into another room, solve another puzzle, which, of course, more old people come, although I think this time I was in the wrong, because they were just sleeping, and I disturbed their rest, but they all started attacking me, so I guess it was just technically self-defense. Because they could have just told me to leave, but, I wasn't going to leave anyways, so that's still self-defense. Shh, don't tell anyone. Solved another puzzle, which, funnily enough, it was on the back of the claw anyways. It's like having the key to all your it's like having all your passwords for all your things on your key to your house. It's kind of funny, honestly. But I ended up making it to another room and found the big old guy. He had a pretty horny crown, if you know what I mean. He kept chasing me around. He kept trying to smack me and grab all over me and stuff. So, see, one of those old dudes. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, wasn't that funny, but I left this fight in to begin with, just to break away from the not self-awareness of commentary. I left this fight in just because of the fact that I wanted to kind of leave in how this character would play still, because I forget that's another whole point of this. It's like kind of expanding on the idea of having a complete build theme, like watching a Fudge Muppet video or something, but showing how you would actually build that character up. So I don't know if I'll make the series as long as I thought. I mean, I'm still gonna do the Dawnguard, which in the next video I'm gonna do that. I'm still gonna do the Dawnguard main story and Dragonborn, but I don't know if I'll do too much else, like maybe the companions or something like that, but I'm not going to go too deep into, about that stuff, because I also still really want to get my, level 1 character playthrough run, because that would be my go-to, my go-to thing. That would be my go-to thing, to use that, to have a level 1 run, which it'd be a complete run, from start to finish, I'm doing everything at level 1. But, because I found that really interesting, I really want to do that. Anyways, moving back onto the actual video itself here, after I went through that area, I read something on a wall. Probably wasn't too important. It was just some, a bunch of scratch marks and stuff. Obviously something to do with dragons way deep down, buried in the ground, where dragons wouldn't usually be. But, I wasn't really thinking about it, because probably not that important. I mean, the Dwarven Empress has got better things to do, like going to go get magical artifacts of great power, and, having great responsibility with that great power. Besides that, they wanted me to then go and leave to go get another amulet, which, I walk into this place in, first 10 seconds, I'm attacked by rats, which already shows how high quality this place is. It's just man, you're dead, and you're still alive, but you can't take care of your pests? Come on. Yeah, but yet again, with these old people in these places, they want me to solve more puzzles. They're just trying to show their intellect off to me, but my intellect is so big, because I have such a big brain, because it goes all the way up to the top of my head. It's on the inside the crown, a big brain crown. You know what I'm saying? Well, a bunch of these old dudes, there was a few of them that actually had some magic, so they're obviously pretty smart, but not smart enough to not hit themselves with not hit their teammates, because they're doing friendly fire. Besides that, I showed them smacking them in the face a couple times with my mallet, my giant dwarven mallet. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? Okay, more old dudes were in the way, though. Showed my intelligence off to them. I beat their ass. Not really, because another one also had some magic, too, on their side. But I did get this pretty sick kill cam. I have a mod that allows me to do, two-handed attacks with my one-handed weapons and stuff like that. But you just haven't been able to see it, just because of the fact that, I have 2 weapons. And they're Draugr, and Draugr only have so many kill animations you can do on them. But after making my way through all that area, I cut it out because it was pretty boring and monotonous. I came across this other guy at the end of the hallway, and at first I thought, oh man, he's going to be a problem because he's right inside the trap. But he summons a freaking Frost Atronach and lets it die right in front of him, and the Frost Atronach's getting attacked by the thing, and he's just standing there, and he's like, you can't get me now. Frost Atronach dies, I run through and smack him on the top of the head, and he just dies. He's dead. I almost died too, but, that's besides the point. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't show you guys, but I did actually level up my smithing all the way. I know I said that in my last video, where after I got keening, I would, level it up, to legendary and stuff, and I did manage to do that. Of course, I did it in the, very, Skyrim way, and just modded my game into letting me have that ability. So there's that. But besides that, this fight was very, very easy. I literally came up to him, and I almost killed him in his first phase without even trying, which is pretty cool in itself. But anyways, continuing on, I wanted to get these cool shots of me. I ran out of the barrow, and I stopped recording for a minute because, I exited the place, and it was basically just me running back through it and, leaving. Didn't find anything else interesting, but I did want to get these cool shots of this game, and just to break away from the whole commentary on the video, I still really like Skyrim. Whether my series are 5-10 episodes long or a full 100-part series, I fully appreciate this game, especially with all these mods that I have. It just shows it more. It really makes me hope that in the future Elder Scrolls 6 is of course on PS5, and I hope I have a PS5 by then, but I really hope that it's in Unreal Engine 6 or 5 or something, because of the fact that it would look so sick, and it would just, I really am waiting for the series to be revitalized so I can have another excuse to play through another Elder Scrolls game. Anyways, I saw this modded thing called the Realm of Lorcan. I cut it short, but I basically just got a bunch of buffs. I meant to leave it in, but I accidentally didn't. And oh man, I ended up getting this really sick moment in Skyrim. It literally perfectly sums up it. I'm just gonna let it kind of play for a minute, so that way you guys can kind of hear it, you know. Man, it's just awesome. I really, 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 really enjoy Skyrim when it does this. It's just, it is pretty cool. I mean, the way the music is, the way the lighting is, and I mean, even without a modded setup, and you hear this music, and you look up at around and just have all your HUD off, and you just walk around. Man, it's awesome. It's really awesome, and that's what makes me completely enjoy this game even more. Now, back to where I was smashing old people's heads in with a mallet. I walked into the last dusty ruin finally, but yet again, the grandest puzzle of them all. They gave me another claw, right? And they wanted me to solve 2 puzzle doors. And they're like, ha, what about that? Well, of course, they're stupid, so they have to try and remember their passwords, but they're trying to think, well, how else would I do it? So they write it on the bottom of the claw and go, there we go. That'll remember if I have it on the key to the place, because I need the key to get into my place, but if I forget, I'll have the key with me. Everyone knows Bethesda just had to do that because people would probably be too stupid to like notice things in the environment. They wanted to streamline this game, or Steamline it, or whatever it's called, where they basically wanted to make it more accessible to everyone, because Morrowind was a lot more complicated, but people really loved it. Then there was Oblivion, which is kind of still complicated, but they also wanted to make it more simple for newer players. And then Skyrim was just completely different, where it was like, there was no needing to choose anything, because everyone knows you're going to choose the Astronaut Stone or the Lord Stone by the end of your gameplay, and you're going to use like all Dragonbone stuff, or like all Daedric armor with like Dragonbone weapons, and then have like, you know, just a two-handed warrior character that just like, you know, has enchanting and smithing, or you're going to be a stealth archer that, you know, has such high sneak and high enchanting skill with smithing and such a powerful bow that you're basically going to be invisible even in front of people, and you could like one shot them with your bow. And then they added the Creation Club stuff with like the crossbows. So I really want to kind of see a build where I want to have a playthrough where I'm just like specifically a stealth archer that uses crossbows. I would really like to see how that would play through. Like, I haven't played a stealth archer in so long, but stealth archers are like so OP. Like, I swear to, especially with like crossbows and stuff now. Even if the crossbows don't really get affected by like the archery tree that much, like you can't have them be pulled back fast or whatever, still like that's OP. Like, especially with the new bolts you can have, and then plus a dragonbone bolt, like a dragon bow crossbow, like that is OP as hell. Like OP. I would really love to see that, but I probably won't do that till after my level 1 playthrough, because I want to do this one first. Anyways, as you can see, I kind of got knocked over there. Kind of unfair. Something about Skyrim that I realized is that it's just super, like, even if I was in the tiniest bit of water, I thought I had to like save and reload and stuff just because of that. And of course I got shouted by a bunch more old people, but this time they're ghosts, so they're actually dead. Which I don't get that. They were dead first. Then they came back from the dead. Then I came along and killed them. Then their ghosts of the dead versions of themselves came back. Bethesda, please explain this to me. Please explain. Bethesda. This makes no sense. Bethesda, explain. It's like the this is Arkansas, this is Kansas, but this is not Arkansas? What do you mean, Arkansas? America, explain. Just that, but to, you know, Bethesda. Todd Howard himself. Speaking of, there's this glitch for some reason where the guy popped up as like an archer, but the other ones spawned at the same time, making me have to like fight the spell guy as well, which I don't understand, but hey, I mean, it happened anyways. Because see, like right here I was like, oh well, why is this guy here? And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just get rid of him. So I smack him, and then I turn around, and then I see that guy, and I'm like, wait, what? This is confusing. I run over here, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just kill him. So I just wail on him before I get shouted again or whatever. Of course, he has teleportation powers. Then I realized, oh wait, that guy's all the way over there. I could have easily killed him, but I wanted to get rid of the magic guy first. And then yet again, there was a glitch where it just like made me, you know, it like I was about to kill him, but then he disappeared. But luckily, I killed him again. And then, you know, went over here and I was like, wait a minute, why is this guy still here? So I walked over to him, and then he had full health, so I was like, wait a minute, what? But as you can see in the background, the cutscene thing still plays, and that guy, these guys get killed, and I'm like, what? So I'm even more confused now, more than ever. I'm just like, what? I was turning around, I was like, wait, why is this guy still there? And, of course, you know, I fixed it. And, you know, it works anyways. It's just Skyrim things, you know. There's a minor glitch in the system. A glitch in the Matrix, but it's no big deal. No big deal. Anyways. That's probably going to do it for this video. I don't know when I'll upload another Skyrim. Well, I know I'll upload it on Saturday and Sunday, but in the next video, I will most likely... I'll have a bunch of pre-recorded stuff, most likely, like for the next episode or whatever, and I'll probably do a lot of the Dawn Guard in the next one. Probably do it all the way up until the point where I go and get... Basically where I ended my Xemnas playthrough. I know that might not be too exciting, but that's still a lot of progress. I didn't even mean to make this one so short, but I figured, you know, it's just a small little video to get back on track. Because if I'm gonna have Valhalla be more of like a silent playthrough where I have like the beginning, or I just like use text instead, and then throughout the whole video. Because with Valhalla, I really want to show off more of the gameplay and a lot more of the scenery, because that's how an Assassin's Creed game should be. Meanwhile, Skyrim is just like something I can take clips of that string them together, and it shows like a whole story. But in Valhalla, I could be in the middle of doing something, and then if I went to do what I do in Skyrim, I would literally end up like, you'd miss like 10 whole minutes of gameplay just because I'd cut out so much. So I would rather cut out the parts in Valhalla where I'm like running around and stuff and like not doing anything, leaving a lot of the gameplay in, just because I feel like that's the whole purpose of Valhalla. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope I can see you next time in Assassin's Creed Valhalla or in another Dwarven Empress playthrough. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.